It is mac and cheese time, and while it's not just mac and cheese, it's a mac and cheese, grilled cheese with bacon. And while you can enjoy the mac and cheese by itself, like I did, and honestly one of these halves are just as good as about a slice and a half of pizza. So be smart about it, don't have it all. Now this video is part of the hashtag Summer Cooking Fun collaboration hosted by Just Cook the Damn Food. So thanks for nominating me, and I have 3 other names I'm nominating to keep the summer fun going. We have my Aggie's Kitchen, Deborah's Delicious Dishes, and Cooking with Spice Queen. Check out all their videos, keep the summer going, and let's get into it. It all starts with a bechamel sauce. So some butter in the pan, and then some flour, and you wanna cook out that flour, create that roux, and lightly brown it before adding in cold milk. You work out the lumps as you slowly keep splashing in some milk until you've added all of it. And as soon as that starts to come up to a simmer is when it's going to start to thicken. It always happens, and the lumps will 99% of the time will work themselves out if you just go step by step. Then add in your seasoning, so some salt, pepper, stir it up, some nutmeg, stir that up. Freshly grated is always the best. Now while that was going on, I was making the bacon, diced up, thick cut bacon on a cold pan, and you just cook that low and slow, about medium low, works well for me until they're nice and crispy. And the water is boiling as well for the macaroni. Make sure to season that water with salt, because you can't season the macaroni from the inside later on. Macaroni is done and the sauce is ready to accept the cheese. So set that off the heat, add in the cheddar and the mozzarella. And while you can use whatever cheese you want to make this your own, some of the crazier mac and cheese recipes that I really enjoy are the lobster mac and cheese or even the cheeseburger mac and cheese. They're all to die for. Well, the cheese sauce is ready, and then the macaroni goes right in there, and this was a nice little snack while I was getting everything else ready. Some finely chopped chives, a slight delicious oniony flavor, freshens everything up. And in the meanwhile, here's the bread that I'll be using. Now, you want a nice flavorful bread with large slices. It's gonna be hard to make a nice thick grilled cheese with mac and cheese with a tiny puny slice. So this is sourdough, and I'm gonna cut it nice and thick. Now, I usually never just butter both sides and then assemble the sandwich. I just do the buttering on the pan, but you can make the grilled cheese the way that you want to. But it all starts with the bread, mac and cheese in the middle, and optionally more cheese on top of that. And if you're making it with bacon, then sprinkle in the bacon over that cheese as well. Close that sandwich up, apply some butter on your pan, and then place the sandwich and just move it around to mop up all that butter, because we need a nice golden brown crust. Now cook this low and slow, because we want the heat from the pan to go through the bread, into the mac and cheese, through the cheese, so that the bread gets toasty and everything is nice and molty and warm in the middle. Check if you have the right amount of doneness, and then flip. Now I have to butter the other side as well, so lift it up, put more butter, and then cook the other side as well with the lid on. That steam really does the trick here. I like mine a bit darker, so I'm gonna go a bit further, and this is now ready to be served. And listen to that crisp. Slice it up, top it up with more bacon as you want, and this is ready to be enjoyed. I hope you all get to make this, because this was really fun to have. And in case you did have mac and cheese in the fridge and you want to reuse it, because it is kind of not as pleasant to reheat mac and cheese than having it fresh. Well, this is a good way for you to refresh it, put some more life in it, and maybe this is your ultimate way to enjoy mac and cheese and grilled cheese. I'll see you all on the next one, and remember to keep that summer fun going.